guys, we are back with another cooking stream. Well, I can't say another cooking stream because we haven't done one in a while. But yeah, we are gonna be making stuffed mushrooms. So like these big mushrooms, gonna be making stuffed mushrooms. I'm not gonna use all of them because it's just my gran and me. So I'm most probably gonna use two. Maybe I will use all of them and then we can have something to nibble on later or tomorrow morning, whatever. Maybe I will. And along with the stuffed mushrooms, I'm going to be making a Dagwood. But because the Dagwood is quick and easy to make, I'm going to be doing this first. So first things on the list is the bacon. So I'm grabbing my non-stick. It's my non-stick. I'm just gonna put some oil on. Well, it's already, yeah. And then gonna put some bacon on. Can just grab, there's the corner. Hey, did I see Crepier preparing for Mardi Gras? I have no idea what you're talking about. I am very, very confused. But hey, welcome in, Potato. Now I'm making supper, but I can't get this bacon open. And I don't know where the scissors is. Hold on. Let me go see if I can find the scissors. I'll be right back. I can never find those damn scissors whenever I need them. Never can find. The scissors! I'm mega! Damn, this child-proof packaging. I know, right? It's supposed to be a peel off. Peel off my backside. Anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No. It's just been something that I've been wanting to make for a while now. So yeah, it would help if I put the stove on. I normally use this pan for frying, like for eggs and stuff like that. I mainly use it for eggs and bacon. I don't really use it for anything else than that. Unless if I'm doing a stir fry, then I use it for a stir fry as well. Because of its non-stick. So we're just going to make 3 at a time apparently, because that's actually, you know what, I'm just going to lay them on top of one another. Either way they will cook, and bacon shrinks as you cook it, so, you know. Might as well make all of it. Ooh, just stuck it. And once the bottom's cooked, just flip it over and then the top will cook and then it should be cooked. So, okay. Not too crispy, but not at all crispy. Like, so somewhere, I don't want it crispy, like, you know how sometimes things can be so crispy, like it feels like you're eating something, like a small piece of knife. I don't want it that crispy, because then it feels like it's just stabbing the inside of your mouth. I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Okay, so next we are going to prepare the ingredients for the stuffed mushrooms. some places in South Africa do it as well. I don't think all places in South Africa does it. I just think some places do. I am streaming from my phone because trying to set up a computer and everything in here is a pain in the ass. Now, I don't know how much spinach I need to use. I didn't ask for this big bag of spinach. I only needed like half the bag, but I must have ordered the wrong. I think that should be enough spinach. Whatever you think is enough spinach, just add a little bit more, because the amount of how spinach shrinks when you cook it. It does. It reduces by so much. But we are not cooking it. We are not cooking it. I do have a bowl here somewhere, which I have not pulled out yet. This bowl will do. Okay, so we got our little bowl. Okay, so normally I'm not gonna chop this up. Like I suck at chopping. So what I normally do is I just like grab and I start like breaking them into tiny pieces. That's how I normally break up. I don't normally chop it. I don't really care for finely chopped and stuff like that. I'm just like, no no, you. I'm not a gourmet chef. I don't work in restaurants, and like I just no, I'm good. So I just like tear them up into shreds. And I did clean my hands, so my hands are clean, okay? I did clean my hands before I started. So yeah, basically. Well, I would argue with that, because if you taste home food, like it's been a long time since I went to a restaurant and actually tasted food that tastes better than home cooked food. Like it's like, I don't know if quality's just gone down or if tastes have changed, but these days I just prefer homemade food a lot better than restaurant food. Unless if it's buffalo wings. If it's buffalo wings, I will go eat that at a restaurant anytime, because yeah, I like my buffalo wings. And every time when I eat buffalo wings, the song Buffalo Soldier pops up in my head. So there's that as well. That is also true. There's one burger place here in South Africa that I do like. I believe they make the best burgers, even though they can go a bit over the top with their burgers and milkshakes. It's called Rocco Mama's. To me, they make in the heart of America. Is Rocco Mama's. Rocco Mama's and Muchachos. I believe Muchachos make the best chicken burgers, and I believe that Rocco Mama's make the best burgers in generals. And they also make the best chips. Muchachos. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Just flipping the bacon. I have not unlocked mom's skill yet by turning things over while the stove is hot. Okay, that's not crispy yet on the one side, but you know what, it's fine. Now we're going to keep those 3 pieces off for now and just focus on the first 4 pieces. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't really have mom and pop shops here. If you do, it's most probably in your more local areas, like we call them townships. It'll be more in those areas. You live in the boonies. Ah, I see, I see. Mm. But like family-owned restaurants where it's just the family that makes the food and stuff like that, yes, I will agree. Their food tastes better than homemade food. Especially if they've been around for generations. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I need you to get nice and crispy now. Shaq with the pot is already generous. True, true. Okay, I just need to remind myself, I think this will be, I don't know if this will be enough. If I make too much, that's fine. You can always use it as a sandwich spread. So yeah, there's that as well. Hey Nibble, how you doing? We're making stuffed mushrooms with fried eggs and Dagwood. It's quick, it's easy, and this is my first time making stuffed mushrooms. This is also my first time making a Dagwood. So there's that. So we're just breaking up the spinach. I am using, okay, it just says brown mushrooms, but I'm using these mushrooms. It just says brown mushrooms, and that's how they look. And I'm just preparing the bacon for the Dagwood, and then the egg, the fried eggs, I'm going to do last. Ooh, okay. Oh shoot, I accidentally had the plate too high. I had it on 5 instead of 4. My bad. Yeah, that's, I use spullets. It's basically 3 sandwiches in one. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay. 4 of the bacon pieces are done, so I just need to do the last 3 pieces. But anyway, how's everybody's Saturday been? So far, I haven't had exactly a very nice Saturday. It kind of started off with last night. So what happened was, my gran ordered us some food. She got fish and chips. I got fish and roast veggies. And then like she went to go fetch the food and whatnot. And then I tried to plug in the extension cord and it caused a power trip. So then we had security show up at our front door. Now we've got a we've got a gate by our drive-in, so that gate is normally always locked. So my gran's like, how did you get in? Because my gran's like, Cassandra, somebody at the gate, somebody here, somebody's inside our yard. And I'm like, wait, what? How? It's like the gate's locked. So we saw it was a security guy. They got a message saying there was a power surge. So, like, I don't know if a silent alarm went off or what. Or if it caused a silent alarm. I'm not sure. So we had them come in. We spoke to them. Everything was fine. Turned out my grand didn't lock the gates properly. And that's how he was able to get in. And I'm just like, okay, cool. That's the situation. Fine. Now what? You know? I think I am gonna maybe put some of this on to like maybe shrink it a little bit. And then our neighbors were having a party, and then like once the music died down, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna try and get any more work. I'm not gonna try and get work done. I'm not gonna try and edit. I'm not gonna try and record. I am too tired. Then it sounded like there was these stones banging together, and I'm just like, I had a crappy night, guys. And then because I had a crappy night, I woke up pretty crappy this morning. And it's only now that I'm starting to feel a little bit more upbeat. How has your day been? How has your weekend been so far? And I just need to flip the remaining of the bacon over. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a long week. Wait, Patat, are you in South Africa? Because it's also a long weekend by us. It's the Easter weekend. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm thinking of maybe talking to Mumsy and cancelling the D&D stream tomorrow because it is Easter weekend, and Easter Sunday I do know that families like to get along and come together and stuff like that. What am I looking for? Oh wait, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. We can turn that off. Okay. And there's the bacon. It looks crispy enough to me, but yeah, there's the bacon. Oh no! Oh, you're in Taiwan? Friday was Children's Day. Oh, okay. How is Taiwan? Oh my word. Welcome in, Taiwan. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our shredded spinach, and then from the recipe that I peeked, you grab some cream cheese. Oh, okay. Why the move to Taiwan, if I may ask? Maybe not that. We'll use that for mixing, but not so much for... Okay, so I'm just going to take the whole bunch of the cream cheese and just like plop it in. Now, mixing this is going to be interesting and fun, and I'm guessing a little frustrating. Oh, okay. Okay, and then we're gonna take some garlic, and I'm gonna put like 2 teaspoons in. I like garlic, and actually let's make it 3 teaspoons because this is a garlic spinach cheese stuffed mushroom. And half of one for luck. Do you guys think that's enough garlic? Do you think I should put more in? Maybe garlic juice. Maybe I'll put some of the garlic juice in. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, I'm not going to mix this with my hands because I don't want any of the cream cheese getting underneath my nails. Not after I've cleaned my hands. I'm good. Okay. Let's go ahead and like... You see what I mean? This is going to be really, really tough to... Because you kind of have to... Okay, maybe I have no choice. I'm going to do this with my hands. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Okay. I've got a cloth here for my hands. For once I've done. But you really just want to mix everything. Like, make sure that the cheese gets in there. Oh, my word. I'm just making a mess here. Just want to make sure. I know messy hands is part of cooking. I just don't like having things in my nails because it's a pain to clean my nails. Oh wow, okay, that's a lot. I'm thinking I've got it mixed. There's still some loose leaves hanging around, some chunks here and there. Oh. Just like make sure it's really spread and really mixed. Messy hands. Look. Yeah, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. Oh man, I missed. Oh. Okay, I will admit, that was fun. That was fun. It wasn't as gross as what I thought. It's normally dough that I don't like mixing because I just don't like how it feels on my hand. How the... There we go. Okay. Now you guys saw my messy hands. Now I'm gonna go clean my hands. Tastes nice. Okay. There we go. So... what I am going to do is I'm going to put this aside for now because I'm not going to stuff the mushrooms just yet. Because I'm kind of following two recipes. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying, I'm kind of following two recipes. Oh. One. I don't know if I'm going to use all the mushrooms. Guys, do you think I should use all the mushrooms or just four? Two for me and two for my gran. Because I don't think... Yeah, and then there's just going to be two big mushrooms left. So I'm going to use all of it. And then I can snack on it tomorrow morning. It's fine. Okay. So basically what they did was they kind of just pulled these out. Like the stems out. Oh, snap. Okay, this one broke. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Then what they did was they took a spoon. I'm going to start with this one because this one kind of broke a little. And it kind of just scraped these parts out. Yeah, they kind of just scraped these parts out. And then, there we go. There we go. And I'm just going to put that back in there. So I'm just going to do that with all of them. I'm just going to scrape these parts out. And then they like basically cooked these parts. To put back inside the mushroom. Okay, garlic, enough garlic, it's like enough cheese. Yeah, pretty much. A lofty ideal never quite reached. Funny enough, cream cheese, herbs, and garlic are a classic spread in France. Oh, really? Oh, that's... Wait, where did my chat go? Where did my chat go? Hello? Where did I... No, I lost my chat. Wait, no, where did my chat go? Hold on. Let me just get my chat back. Hello? Oh, there we go. Got it back. Okay. Let's see. That is very interesting. Wonder if there's some crossover there. Could be. Messy hands is a part of cooking. Why do you keep getting rid of my chat? I gotta go. Kitchen needs her meal. Oh, you'll have a good time. Oh, thank you, Dread Patat. It was nice having you here, and I shall see you soon. If not, I hope you have a lovely day further, if it is day by you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue scraping out the gills. That's what they're called. They're called gills. Okay, and then we're just gonna scrape, put that aside. Okay, this is taking like longer than what I thought it would. I thought this was gonna be like a bit quicker than what I've got going on here. And we're just gonna scrape all of that out. Wait, is it day in Taiwan, or is it evening, or is it morning? That's a lot of mushrooms, like, that's a lot, Okay, I don't know why I'm talking like that. Okay, this mushroom is kind of like, no, I don't want to work with you. I will most probably pull that part off as well. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just put that aside. Now, this with all the, flavors of the bacon in, I'm just going to grab some butter here, put it in as well, and then put that on the plate. Put the plate back on to 4, not 5 this time. Ah, okay, nice. Okay, before I cut those pieces up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab all of this and put it in the pan. Phone, please do not fall. I forgot I had the breadboard semi on the on the stand for my phone. Lol, I would have cried. I would have been like, no! Okay, now I do need to get a knife out, but I don't think I need a really sharp knife for this because mushrooms are like really soft. So I'm just gonna, cut these up into pieces. See, I told you I suck at cutting. I'm just gonna cut that off. I'm just gonna cut that off. Put that aside, and then just like pull that aside. Put that aside. There you go. Boom, boom. Put that aside. I'm just gonna be cutting the stems into pieces. I'm putting it aside, and there we go. Boom, boom. Oh, good, you broke in half for me. Thank you very much. Make cutting so much easier. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna grab this as well and just put it in the pan and let this fry for a bit. There we go. And then just I'm just like mixing the butter in as well into like the chopped up pieces of mushrooms. And like I said, if there's too much for the mushrooms, you can always use this as a spread for your sandwiches, for toast or whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to let this heat up. So I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just going to let this heat up. Once it's heated, then we can start stuffing. Then we're going to mix it into the bowl. Then we can start stuffing the mushrooms. But before we do that, we're going to take out our pretty plates. We're going to pop that there. Oh wait, that's what we got the Parmesan for. Never mind, we're not grating cheese today. I don't have to clean the cheese grater. Never mind, I forgot. That's what we have this for. That's what we have this for. Oh my word. It's starting to. that is ready. Oh, that tastes nice. Oh, that tastes like mushrooms. Like I said, this is my first time making something like this. It's normally when I do try a recipe for the first time, that's when I do a cooking stream, because I'm just like, let's try this and see what happens. I am not putting my hands in there because this is hot and I'm not looking forward to burning myself. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and just mix all of that in. Just gonna make sure that all gets mixed. There we go. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the oven on to 180 degrees. I'm gonna take this this little thing for the oven. So while the oven's on, I'm gonna start stuffing my mushrooms and then laying it on there. So I'm gonna put this here. And then what I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm gonna have to, okay, never mind, I don't have to cover my camera. Okay, I'm gonna try and do my best to, while I spray some spray and cook, so the camera doesn't get all foggy. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our mushrooms and we're gonna start packing them out. Okay, hopefully when I start stuffing them, it doesn't cause it. They don't break, because mushrooms are really soft. Okay, so we're just gonna maybe put a teaspoon in each, or maybe 2 teaspoons in each. I would say 2 teaspoons, like really have that stuffed. Oh, that one was like nicely laid. I'm gonna do another one just on top of that. There we go. I wonder like where this recipe originated and who came up with this recipe and what made them think of it, you know. Looks like I've kind of got enough in here for the stuffed mushrooms. And whatever we don't use, I can nibble on. Okay, I think I'm going to use some of this to get some of that spinach in, and some of this to get some more spinach in. Maybe one more scoop out of here. Apparently I made in enough. My judgment is correct. Like seriously, the bowl is practically empty, so I made just enough for the stuffed mushrooms, but I will be nibbling on the rest here. Then we're just gonna grab these. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and go crazy with the Parmesan. Yep. Ooh. Okay, didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, didn't mean for that to happen. There's quite a bit of... I'm gonna see if I can grab some of the stuff that kind of overspilled and then just put it on top of the others over here. Just pick that up, spread that around. Spread the love, spread the love. Hey, how you doing? I didn't see you yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff this in the oven. I don't know for how long, but we will keep an eye on it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dev Cole. I am so sorry. Stuffed mushrooms, yes. So now we can put this aside. We don't need the Parmesan anymore, and I can use that for pasta because Parmesan is better in pasta. Okay, so now we're gonna start with our Dagwood. I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe I'm gonna go ahead clean the breadboard. I could just like pick it up and clean it in the sink, but it's like holding my phone stand down, so my phone doesn't go falling and crashing all over the place. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this for now and then dry it off. So with the, oh dang it, chat disappeared again. It's every time when I try and scroll through chat, that's when it disappears. There we go. Ooh, don't drop the phone. Spinach, cream cheese, garlic, and inside the stem and the gills of the mushrooms fried. And I just mixed it all together basically. Okay. So, I'm going to do an example of one Dagwood burger. So I'm getting out all the ham and then grabbing the bacon. And then grabbing some lettuce and tomato. And 4 slices of cheese. So that's what we are using. Now this is an original Dagwood burger. What South Africans do, they also add like a burger patty and then stuff like that. But I'm trying to stick to the original, okay? So once I've got all this prepared, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bread, put butter on, pop it into the oven to toast. And we'll see how everything is looking then. Okay, so since it's just the two of us, well, my gran and I. Okay, so from what I saw in the original recipe, okay, you're gonna need, they use 2 slices, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're gonna need about 8 slices. So that will be for the first sandwich, right? That will be for the first sandwich. So what I'm essentially making here is called a Dagwood. So 3 sandwiches in one, basically. That is a very thin slice, and this is a very thick slice. And then you're gonna grab 1, 2, and then that will be for the second sandwich. Oh, they gave me 2. Okay, so we've got salami, and then what we're gonna do with the salami is we're gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4. I think she put 2 salamis on. Yeah, it was 2 salamis for each as well, I think. Yeah. And then it was come on, wait. Okay, I'm not gonna struggle. Okay. Then it's pepperoni, and what we're gonna do with the pepperoni, it's just gonna be 1 for each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's the pepperoni done. Putting all this away again. Wow, pepperoni's got like quite a sting to it. Okay, and then it's a very meaty sandwich basically. Then what we're going to do is, okay, I think I might have made too much bacon. That one will be mine. Okay, that will be 1. That will be 1. Okay, and then there is the bacon. Ooh. Okay, and there's the bacon. So that's basically how we're going to stack it. I'm not going to put any tomatoes or anything on that just yet. So I'm just going to be stacking it like this for now to give you an idea. And I'm just going to move this up so we can see to the bread. So it's going to be 3 slices each. Was it 2 sandwiches in one? 1, 2. 3, 4. Five. Okay, we like crusts in this house, so we eat the crusts. 6. And then I can take the cook butter and actually, you know what? I'm just gonna toast this in the toaster and build it up like that. It will be quicker that way. So like that. 1, 2, boom. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to make the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to put this by the toaster. I forgot to make the sauce. I'll be using the same bowl that I put the bacon in because, you know, I don't want to make tons of dishes. And I'll be right back because I need to go free the bladder, so give me a few seconds. And I'm back. Sorry, I had to go free the bladder. But yeah, I'm back. Wait, okay, I am still live. I was just checking. Okay, so we're going to make the sauce now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this aside. Okay. And then I'm going to put that there. Okay, so that's what I had my steak in. Oh, the bacon in. And we're going to put this back in the fridge. Okay, where's my mustard and mayo? Okay, there's my mayo. Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So, I'm going to grab a tablespoon, because we do need to make a sauce as well for the sandwich, so, or a spread at least. So you're going to grab that, 2, I'm going to grab 1 more, 3. Okay, where's the teaspoon that I was using? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use this knife. Okay, and then we're going to grab some mustard. I'm going to put in about the same amount. I think that's about, yeah, I think that should be enough. Okay, so this is Dijon mustard I'm using, and then what I am going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of Worcester sauce, because I can. think there's like a seal on the top or something because it's not like pouring out. But anyway, there we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and just mix this all together. And the first 2 slices are toasted, so we're going to put that down there. I'm just gonna grab and we're gonna start building up the Dagwoods. So put some butter on. Now in the recipe I watched, they didn't put butter on, they just like put the sauce straight on. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to spread that, make sure it's spread nicely. I think I might have put too much on. Oh, yeah, I think I might have put too much on. Yep. Too much. Okay, I'm gonna scrape some of this off back in the bowl. There we go. That tastes nice. Okay, so we're gonna start with our first build. 2 pieces of ham, 2 pieces of salami, 1 piece of pepperoni, and bacon. Okay, that's for the first bowl. Then the second one, that's still toasting. Okay, and then with that, I think you're gonna add the cheese. Coconut mushrooms. Oh, okay, I think they're ready. I think I might have left them in there for too long. Hold on, I'll show you guys now. Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting things to be so quick or move so fast. Hello? I'm just going to take them out the oven quickly and let it cool down. Just give me a sec. Move some of this around. Where's the oven gloves? Ooh. Yeah, they are ready. There's no doubt about that. Okay. We're just going to let that cool down before I show anyone. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this. And then we're just going to repeat the same on the other side. 2 pieces of ham, 2 pieces of salami, 1 piece of pepperoni, and bacon. And we just put 2 slices of cheese, and that's the first layer, guys. This is just the first layer. cheese. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make your mouth water, Nibble. I'm sorry, it was not my intention. Ah, everything's like falling apart here. Okay, and then there we go. Oh wait, we're not done. There's one more thing I'm missing. One more thing, and I think it's perfect. I got some pickles. Now the jar broke that I got the pickles in, so I had to get creative, put it in a new jar with vinegar, and my gran said to add some sugar in because yeah. Luckily, like the jar didn't break into so tiny pieces that like I had to throw the. It kind of just cracked open, and then yeah. I think two's enough. And we're just gonna grab a knife and we're just gonna do our best to slice these to the best of our abilities, like that. And we're gonna put that on top. Okay, I think for my gran I'll only put one on, but I think for me I'm gonna put two on. I can't cut. Okay, there we go. Got our pickles. If I want more pickles I can just add. So now we're gonna grab our fancy lettuce and we're gonna just put them on top. And I don't think it's necessary, but if you guys want, you can add a fried egg to this as well. I'm not sure if I'm still gonna do that. But we will see. If I want a fried egg, I will make myself a slice later. Okay, so we're gonna grab the next two slices. So we're gonna move that up. Where's my... Okay. Okay, and then grab the butter. I'm just gonna do one plate, so because there's only enough space to show you guys all this on one plate with the stuffed mushrooms and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spread some of that sauce on. So basically what I did, I just grabbed some mayonnaise and mustard and mixed them together. That's all the sauce is. Yeah, that's all the sauce is. And you're gonna do it on the one side. And you're gonna flip it over. And you're gonna like kind of squish that down to the best of your ability. Okay, so now here comes the tricky part. Now we're gonna grab butter. Okay, so it's 2 sandwiches, not 3 sandwiches. Where you're just gonna put butter on the top. Butter on the top. I will say this recipe is kind of like quick and easy to make. Like it doesn't really take that much to make this. Okay, and there we have that. Now my gran can't really eat tomatoes, so I'm the only one that's going to have tomatoes on mine. So we're just going to repeat the process with the with the cold meat, with the salami, the pepperoni, and the bacon. That's going to be on top. And then on top of this, instead of putting cheese and pickles, you're going to put tomato. But like I said, my gran can't really eat tomato, so I'm going to leave this without tomatoes. And I'm just going to put lettuce on hers. So I'm just going to put lettuce on hers, like that. And then for the last slice, we're going to grab butter. And then if you want, you guys can add more cheese. But like I said, South Africans on the second layer, they normally have a hamburger patty with, yeah. And then we're just going to put some of that on. And there is your Dagwood sandwich, guys, basically. Now I'm going to dish up for my gran and give her the food, and then I'll show you guys how it all looks together. Okay. We need a plate. We're going to grab the bread knife. Now you can put toothpicks in or skewers in to make sure that the sandwich stays together when you cut it open. I don't have that, or if we do, I don't know where it's being kept. And there we have it. And then that's how it looks cut open. Ooh, let me just show you. Look at, oh, that looks so good. Okay. Let me just move that right. Okay. Just close that. Okay. I'm just gonna put that on the plate open like that. And I'm thinking of maybe grabbing 2 mushrooms. 1. Now, I don't know if my gran will be able to eat all of this. Oh, shit. Ooh. But there we go, guys. That's how the plate looks. I'll lift up my phone now to give you guys a better view. That is how it looks, guys. That's how the stuffed mushroom looks. Doesn't really look like a mushroom but anymore. But there we go. I'm going to go ahead, grab a knife and fork and give this to my gran. I'm going to pass this on to my gran. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish with mine. So I'll continue with that on the stream. So I'm going to move that there so you guys can see. And maybe just... There we go. Okay, so it's the same thing. 2 cold meats. But you guys can basically make this any way you want. You know, there's no real like... true recipe to a Dagwood. I was just following the original recipe, which was inspired from a comic strip or a comic book called Dagwood. So yeah. So I'm just reheating the last piece of toast while I do my tomato. I'm just gonna go ahead and think that should be enough tomato slices. 1, 2. These are a little bit thick, but what can you do? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's been reheated. And I'm thinking of like putting this live stream on YouTube as well, just as a little extra. I'm gonna spread that around nice. And grab the lettuce. Did I put lettuce? Yeah, I did. And grab more lettuce to put on top here. And then there we go. That's a proper Dagwood. Now I'm gonna see if I can cut this up without, you know, breaking it apart. So I'm just gonna grab myself a plate. It's got a tiny chip in it. Hey Crab, how you doing? You know what? Yes, sharing is caring, okay? See, I don't steal food. I make food. Flipping hell. And there is the Dagwood burger. That's how, sandwich. That's how it looks on the inside, guys. Like, look at that. That looks so good. And then I'm just going to add my stuffed mushrooms on here. Just pull this a little bit closer. And there we have it, guys. That's the Dagwood and stuffed mushrooms. I am not gonna add a fried egg. If you guys are big eaters and you want to add a fried egg, go ahead. You know. But me, I'm good. I think I will be struggling to even eat this, I think. But yeah, guys, I did it. I did it! Yeah, I know. Normally we don't eat this big. Normally we don't. It's just been such a long time since we had a good meal, a good full meal, that I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go a bit over the top today. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna end the stream here while I go eat my supper. And until Monday or tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not, but I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna go ahead and say bye. I will.